Hello again. It's me. This module, I was going to say week, but we're in the same week. We are going to be talking about journaling. Now, I know at this point in the program, you ladies have already heard me talk about journaling, have asked you if you're journaling, all of these things, but I also wanted to share with you a few different types of ways to journal and just like how powerful journaling can actually be for you. So again, another short and sweet module. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you again. Here we go. And here we go. So we're actually in week 5, but remember we skipped last week. So we have another week after this. I don't even know. So yeah, journaling. Go ahead and get yourself a cute one that you feel like excited to write in, one that doesn't feel like work. Like if you're sitting there writing in a composition book, do you feel like that's work for yourself, or do you feel like excited to write in your journal and like want to express yourself inside of it, right? I know when I used to try to journal, I had like this like dull black one and it wasn't even fun. Like I barely even wrote in it. But now that I have cute ones, like I love to write in them. So get yourself a cute one. Amazon has really cute ones. I like to get like the little field books. That way it's easier for me to carry them around with me. And whenever I feel any type of way, like I go ahead and pull that bad boy out before, I go down that downward spiral with myself. So journaling, it's a great way to get rid of your thoughts, a way to get answers from yourself, great way to forecast your future, great way for discovering, and the best way to organize your thoughts. So, when we are constantly thinking, we think over like 10,000 thoughts a day, especially women. We have so many thoughts about so many things. If you're a mother, you have even more thoughts because then you have children that you have to think of and you have to think of their thoughts and this and that. And it can be overwhelming. And trying to keep all of those thoughts in our head all of the time, it can be, like I said, overwhelming. And there's no need for us to keep all of those thoughts inside of our head because all it's doing is, taking up room, like rental space inside of there that isn't serving you. So by letting it out and writing it out and just getting those thoughts out, it really just starts to help you, again, just be more aware of the things that are going on around you because you can more live in the present moment than living inside of all these like thoughts that are going on inside of your head. So here are a few ways to journal. If you are aware of them, then great. If not, then great as well. Here we go. So we have the brain dump where you can write anything that comes to your mind. Just write it out. Doesn't matter what it is. You could be saying, Sally ate lunch today and Susie, went to the store. It doesn't matter. Anything that comes to your mind, go ahead and write it out. You can write as if. So acting as if you already have something, write as if you already have whatever you want. So you could write like, I am now no longer binge eating in the middle of the night. I no longer, seek for food during uncomfortable situations. Whatever it is, write it out for yourself and really just like put yourself in those feelings and in that moment and picture it in your mind. Like, what does that actually feel like for you? You can ask yourself some prompts as well. And there's always more and more prompts online too. Like if you're ever like, oh, I want to try a different prompt, but by asking yourself, like, what am I feeling right now? And then you can go deeper with yourself and ask yourself, like, why am I feeling this way right now? Right? Like being aware of like what the feeling is and then understanding like why you're feeling that way. You could write down 3 things that you're grateful for. I suggest that you try to make these 3 things different every day for yourself because that's really going to allow you to expand on things. So at first it might be like surface level, like I'm thankful for my kids, I'm thankful for my health, I'm thankful for my spouse. But then, you know, as time goes on, you could start to be thankful for the little rocks that are outside. You could start to be thankful for, you know, the soil, the leaves, the sky, the wind, anything. So it's just important to just be aware of all of the things that you're grateful for. And by going deeper with yourself, you start to be more and more grateful for all the things that are around you rather than just the surface level things. And then again, you could write down 3 things that you love about yourself, right? Like if you have more to write down, then great. I'm not just saying only 3 things. This is just a place to start. That way you don't feel overwhelmed, because I know a lot of us, and I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. I know that a lot of us like to do all of the things all the time, and we have to be, you know, okay, if I'm not doing this like 7 days a week, then I'm a failure, because every other program or every other thing that I've been in, it's told me that I have to do these things every single day. But I'm here to suggest to you that by setting yourself up for success, and by implementing things for 2-3 days, and then if you surpass that, then oh my goodness, woo, you get to celebrate. Like, why make things harder for ourselves when we could just make things easy? Like, society has made us so hard on ourselves, because that's just like the social pressure, right? But like, let's take that control back and say like, no, like I'm going to set myself up for success, and I'm going to make these things like make me happy, like by implementing the smaller things for myself. So if you have any questions on journaling or anything of that nature, I know most of you are already doing this, but I did want to put this inside of this program as well, because it has been very beneficial for me. So I will see you ladies later.